And then in the 1990s, and Chinese society began to open, and many goods poured to China, and shopping malls come to China, and Chinese people and architects have never seen shopping mall, and so those early shopping malls were all designed by American architects. So we hope to trace this process, and by examining how those shopping malls were built, so we decided to write this book.
Yes, indeed, there are lots of existing books on this topic, but these books they focus more on either the business mechanics of the retail or on cataloging this kind of architectural form. However, our focus is distinguished itself from first of all, it's a first time to provide a full picture of this type of American design shopping malls in China. And we tracked 170 shopping malls during this time from the late 1980s all the way down to the present day. And this specific 40 and 30 years, this timeline is where China experienced an dramatic and also unprecedented transformation. And this is what we distinguish ourselves, is because we are not while other books may treat these spaces as a place to shop, but we treat this, use this kind of architectural form as an historical platform to talk about more widespread and also more micro, social transformation, and also a social urban transformation. And what's more is we try to avoid writing a book toward a traditional and dry architectural monograph. So we focus pay a lot of attention and our focus on the spatial friction of these malls, which means how these traditional or classic sprawling American suburban malls adapted and reinvented themselves to compete in such special Chinese urban environment. But behind these numbers or behind this data, there are three fundamental logics. First of all is the evolving relationship between American architects and Chinese clients. And the second is the changing roles of shopping malls in the urban strategies of China. And the last one is obviously the shifting design strategies from of the American designers.
That is, I actually witnessed this period, and in those early days. And you think in the 1990s, people still use food coupon, oil coupon, everything needs to use the colorful coupon. And then you go to the shops to buy things and through counter, right? Then supermarket, American fast food all come to China at the same time in the late 1980s, early 1990s. Then shopping malls accommodate all these things. And the people have freedom to choose goods. And also there are variety of goods you can pick. So we feel those freedom, people feel those freedom. And I think that also brings an atmosphere of democracy.
Actually, the quick growth of these American design shopping malls in China expand throughout the from the late 1990s all the way to present, during the construction boom. But when we're talking about the peak, it's we'll see the rapid growth of it started from the late 1990s to the first decade of the new century. Currently, we can, in nowadays, we can buy everything just by one click. And but we should also recognize the significance of the physical malls. Still need to pay attention to, because they can provide what we say to curating the sustainable or the leading lifestyles
Okay, we have observed that phenomenon after the pandemic, and the retail already downturned, but shopping malls still open. In Shenzhen, Beijing, Shanghai, Chongqing, there are new fashions of design and many greeneries and different experiences. I see this is partly because of the competition between cities. And also some projects were planned before the pandemic. They were planned in 1917 or 2018, 2017. And now they gradually completed in these years. But in Shanghai and Shenzhen, we can see many people still go to shopping malls. In such hot days, people go to the air-conditioned interior to enjoy the cool air, right? And children like to play many games in the shopping malls. So many families still take that as the public space. I think that is the main function of the shopping malls in China.
Professor Xie, so no matter it's our research or our interviews and the discussions with the designers, practitioners, and also managers in this industry, this is also was the major concern they also want to discuss or predict about. But we need to admit that it's really hard to predict a very specific and detailed future for shopping malls. But there are at least 3 directions that we can see. First of all, as we talked before, whereas the growth of the e-commerce, the physical malls still matters because it can provide the kind of experience that the internet cannot replicate. It now function or serve as a community living rooms, and I believe this trend will also evolve to provide better and true services for the physical interaction and also entertainment and also the multi-sensory experiences. And this is the one most important direction. And the next one is the shopping malls, especially these American designed ones. They are becoming more human and more local. Like the initial, we say, foreignness of these malls, they are it is becoming more and more integrated with the local culture and local heritage. And the trend is these malls, they are not like an invader or something from the outside. They are becoming an essential or indispensable part of the local culture and local heritage. And they should also act as a role to promote the more closely and seamlessly interaction between them. And the third one is the kind of boundaries between kind of the urban environment and this freestanding architecture is blurring. And these malls, they are becoming kind of the promotional part for the community or for the overall urban system. And this is also the direction this mall should move toward to become the kind of essential part of everyday life.
Okay, so we strongly recommend this book, and through this book you can see the whole story of China's development in the past 40 years. And thank you for reading.
Thank you, and it will be a vivid story that you can read from about the rebirth of Chinese urban life, also about this kind of specific architectural form.